Hi, I'm Curtis Hill with Serenity Wealth Management. I'm a certified financial planner. I'm here to talk to you about what I call the tax deferred deception. Okay? The tax deferred deception that most of us believe and have invested in all our lives, but it really, I believe, is a deception. People have been told, let's don't worry about your pension. Instead, let's focus on your 401k and IRA. This is so that corporate America can unload the responsibility of doing pensions. And they basically went away in the 80s and now promote 401ks where they convinced us that we should pay for our own retirement. And they've done it by making tax deferred look so good. Okay, well, let's talk about tax deferred. Tax deferred accounts do grow faster because you're not paying taxes as you grow on those taxes, on those accounts. That does grow faster, all right? But is that necessarily a good deal for you? Let's do something that you don't normally see, this faster growth, by bifurcating what part of that is your money and what part of that is the IRS's money. Your money does grow faster. This is a chart that explains your money growth. But let's bifurcate it in what is yours and what belongs to the IRS. Remember, an IRA account or a 401k account, an IRA is just an IOU to the IRS, and that's the way you should look at it. All right. So here's the account growing, and you see the blue money down on the bottom, which is your share of that. Okay, and the red money up above, which is not your money, never was your money, never going to be your money. Okay, that red money belongs to the IRS and the state that you live in most states. All right, that's going to be all taxed away when you start taking money out of your account. So the first thing, why do so many corporations love this, is they don't have to pay for a pension. Why does Wall Street love this so much? Okay, and your Fidelities and all these companies, they love this because they get to charge you a management fee on both the blue money and the red money. Did you realize that you were paying management fees for the growth of money that belongs to the IRS? A lot of people hear this and get a little upset about this, and they should, because most people don't understand that they're paying management fees all the time. Your 401k is not free. Those mutual funds inside your 401ks all has fees. And all those management fees, that's really for money for the IRS. A lot of it, okay? And right now the split is what it is based on the tax laws, okay? And remember, you're not going to make less in retirement like some people think. They try to promote these accounts by saying that you're going to have lower tax rates in retirement. Okay, I've been doing this for over 30 years. I've never seen that happen with a couple. Okay, it's always the opposite, because when people retire, they spend more money. You spend more money when you're on vacation. You spend more money on your grandchildren, on your hobbies, your golf, your travel. Everything you do, you spend more of. It's deferred gratification to retirement. You spend more money in retirement, I promise you. And it's spending that determines your tax bracket. Because as you spend money, you're taking it out of your Social Security that is taxable. That's a shock to some people. Your Social Security payments are largely taxable. Then everything you're taking out of your IRA is taxable. Out of your 401k, that's taxable. Everything you take out of your pension is taxable. So you're likely going to be spending more and therefore be in a higher tax bracket. And more importantly, tax rates themselves are almost certain to go up because the government has been spending so much money with low taxes. Okay, they've been, for political reasons, promoting low taxes. But we had COVID to deal with that blew a giant hole in the budget. Now we had this war in Iran that's blowing a giant hole in the budget. Believe me, the budget is way out of control and our tax rates have to go up. So what happens when that's happened? Well, let's go to the next share and let's look at this slide, okay, that talks about the growth in the share, how this changes, okay, when tax rates go up. Well, now you see the red money that belongs to the IRS and the government share is much larger, and the blue money has become far less than half. Before it was just a little more than half, now it's far less than half. And this chart assumes much lower rates than what we're probably going to have. Remembering the history of the U.S. from 1936 through 1981, when Reagan got elected, the top federal tax bracket was always at least 70%. Right now it's 37. This is just changing those rates up a few points, and that's enough to make the red money so much bigger than the blue money. So now think about what you're paying it on. You're paying the majority of the management fees you're paying are for the red money, the money that belongs to the government. How do you feel about that? And do you realize when we get to this state, you're going to have to take $4 out of your account, pay taxes, and only have $1 left? That's why we're talking about where we're going. So how good does this tax deferred look to you now? And the problem is most people have most of their savings in tax deferred. So how do we fix this? And the only way to fix this is to do a Roth conversion. Now, Roth conversions, people are confused about this. You can do a Roth conversion regardless of your income level. There's no requirements on that. And there's no penalties for a Roth conversion, even if you do it before 59 and a half. So at any time, you can start planning Roth conversions. And that's what me and my partner, Rena, do together. I'm a certified financial planner. She's a CPA and MBA, and we sit down and set up a schedule for you on how to do this, okay? And don't be surprised, okay, if your CPA, your regular CPA and your tax preparer are against this, because they've been planning all their life and telling you all your life that tax deferral is good. And it's programmed into them, tax deferral, tax deferral, tax deferral. This is their, just in their core belief system. So it's hard for them to get a handle on this. More and more are starting to understand that it was always a scam and not going to work out for people in retirement. Believe me and Arena have helped enough people to retirement that they understand now that 401ks and tax deferred plans don't work. Roth 401ks are a different thing, but tax deferral is a problem. And converting over from a tax deferred plan to a tax-free plan takes some planning, because you don't want to have bracket creep while you do it. So let's talk about what a Roth conversion looked like by going to the next slide. Okay, the next slide shows the original before the tax increase, and that's what you want to do now where taxes are low, and probably through these last Trump years they will stay low. Okay, so now taxes are on sale, so you can pay taxes to convert. And what does that look like? Well, you just cut off the red money altogether. You just say, let's don't let that grow anymore. Let's forget about that, okay? Pay it down, get rid of that liability. Now all the blue money is ours forever. It continues to compound, okay? And by the way, having the red money and the blue money, they both compound separately. They're in the same pot. So having one doesn't help the other one grow faster. Okay, in fact, it kind of hurts because there's more management fees that you have to pay. Cutting the red money off means two things. Now you're no longer subject to tax increases. Okay, the blue money stays yours. It doesn't reduce because tax rates go up. Secondly, you're no longer paying management fees on the red money. That goes away. Okay, so just the fees that you probably don't see because they're hidden fees in the mutual funds, not paying those fees, that alone pays you back, okay, for the cost of that tax conversion over time. But more importantly, like I said, you're totally sheltered from future tax raises. How many people think taxes are going up? When I say this in front of an audience, every hand goes up. But yet, almost all of them have money in tax deferred accounts. Tax deferral only works if your taxes in retirement are going to be less. They're not going to be less, okay? Losing your salary doesn't mean you quit paying taxes. It just means you're not paying on your salary. Instead, you're paying fees on Social Security, on pensions, and on your withdrawals from your 401ks and IRAs and tax deferred accounts.
If you found this information useful and helpful, please like this video so other people on YouTube can find it. And please subscribe to our channel so you'll get notified when we upload more videos.